Alright, next up, the Fallen Empire. Julius is eager to get out of the cold. Since their excellencies have resolved or are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphanod and Alizé to meet us there. Lord Medius, Lord Neus, by your side, or by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residences of Thanadia. Though the Ilzabard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated. And thus, I think it meet that I present. What? And thus, I think it meet that I present for this discussion. Yet, my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know the guards will not hesitate to escort you from their premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. Like what? I'm trying to seduce people to be like, all right, listen, I'll give you all the money. You just agree with me. If it's settled, then you should all head to Cineas. I'll join you there after I see that their excellencies safely to Tertium. All the way over there, bro. Holy shit. Yo, sightseeing thing. What is this? Is it lookout / lookup? Nice. We did it. Pog. I don't ever actually care about those, but every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I should get that just in case. Just in case I ever do care about it. Boom, doo, doo. That is great. That's not what I wanted. There we go. What's up, Barshan? How's it hanging? Here it is. Senatus. A temporary refuge for political dignitaries. Hence the tight security. I'm given to understand that the outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Yep. Okay. Oh god. Where the homies at, dude? To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilzabard contingent in the current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about the Enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open arts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, this, is about more than just them, right? If the Void's gonna get put here, they all definitely just gonna die because they're weak as fuck. But I mean, also, everyone else is in danger at that point. I love crates. The stockpile of sword supplies bears markings indicating they were provided by the Ilzabard contingent. Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Yeah, and that probably makes them mad that they are reliant on it. Pelagia. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much, our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, or remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Garla mold. Mold. Barrel of ceruleum. I'm taking a hard look at this barrel. You recognize the large cast of the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Monolith. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Maybe last line of defense? In case they, you know, are encroached upon about, you know, from the Ilzabar contingent. Marcus. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Treasure maps, easy way. Yo, we doing maps tonight? Map time with gamers later? I'm also down for that. What's up, Barshan? What'd you figure out? What'd you figure out, Barshan? That's good, Chevy. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? A bunch of nothing. Much the same as me then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. I mean, if they reject it, they die. How many times must I tell you it's absolutely out of the question? No, I will not give you the Sugzug 9000. What seems to be the problem here, boys? What's going on? We're wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is that the matter? Oh no, I was just trying to explain. As mayhap you can clear this up, the contingent has made a reasonable request. This man insists that it's impossible. Concerns the magic weapons which run rampant throughout Reggio Urbanisima? Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard them. They refuse to even consider it. I'll do it. Fuck it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who's it to say they are as dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge magitek material for your own ends. I know not if that's the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume? Ridiculous. But they have spoken. Unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. What if we just went and shut down them? The magic weapon. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equatable arrangement. What happens when you... An equatable arrangement, of course. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position? As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge on this matter? By all means. My man. Yo, are you getting Diablo 4, by the way? I can't remember if you were a Diablo player or not. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss the solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Might as well go after this quest line. Oh, Whipstream, did it die? Stream die. It still says it's up. I did just drop like a billion frames though. No way. Boom, 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 boom. Diabolo? Diabolo? Need Diabolo? I can't remember if you're a Diablo player or not. Are you, yes? Are you getting it early access? Or are you getting it later? Yes, I'm getting it. I'm getting it early access. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there may have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Guardian community. Mayhap not yet, but there's a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As a trap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Radzat Han and the people of Garlemald. One second, I'm gonna start closing stuff because it seems my internet's being weird. I'll make sure it's not dumb shit. Might just be my internet, to be honest. I'll see about after this quest too. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, but they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. But they have been able to survive this far is thanks to the Ilzabard contingent, or rather, use less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. This is why I wish to represent them with an equitable arrangement. One that would restore them to a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon clarity. Yeah, stream might be equalized now. It was being really weird earlier. Like trying to catch up now, I think. Easier said than done. What exactly do you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Radzat Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Truly have retraded with one another, and I wish to continue this in tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitek resources and expertise. I see. So the Garlemald's whole thing is that they rely on the resources of the Ilzabard contingent. So he's like, "Fuck it, drop it off. I got you. There you go." As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Radzat Han's culture will be enriched by your Magitek wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interest of the others in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of my friend from beyond the rift. Poggers. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Oh, I cannot speak for every Garlean. I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Radzat Han were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. You see the sense of my proposal? That I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Neus and Medius. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation. So I too shall hie me to Tyrion. What? That gave me a stroke. What? Nanny? Oriange, you say the weirdest things, bro. He says the darndest things. He says the darndest things. Meet with Medius. Or early access to 70. Is 71 not early access? I can't remember. It might be 80. Whichever one also comes with the weird battle pass thing. Which, by the way, if you're a paid game with a battle pass, that's already not very good. I'm just putting that out there. Already not good. But it looks pretty sick. The crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by right. Nothing you will do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, not our intent to infringe upon the rights of other people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. Yeah, it's 90. As the satrap of Razuhan, I will establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever. My lords, sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. This is true. We do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum in foreign currency will be needed to procure such things we lack. It would depend on precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor? We're a proud patriot. And now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we've lost. But if we were to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You're a traitor. There will be a reckoning. Oh yes. When the people of Senatus learn of this, they'll cry out for your blood. I don't think so. Lord Medius, wait. It isn't safe out there. And he's dead. He's just dead immediately. Please tell me he gets jumped on by the Magitech things that want us to destroy. Quest complete. That's done.